made from refined sugar processed by Kibos Sugar to enjoy market access in the East African community. And that is why we went to the East African community to lobby and get this covered under duty remission. There is also another letter from the Ministry of Investment, from State Department. This one. Yeah. So there's a letter from Juma Muhwana, to Chris Kipto. It's number 4. Importation of raw sugar, making industrial sugar in Kenya. This matter has been discussed with an interministerial team chaired by the head of public service, Honorable Felix Koskei, that brought together the State Department for Industry and other State Department, National Treasury, and everybody else. This is to request that you initiate within the Kenyan Duty Remission Committee a discussion to initiate an East African community level regional-wide duty remission scheme. And then there will be and also need to put in place an intelligence mechanism that will monitor and ensure that all imported raw sugar is not diverted into the local market, but used solely for making industrial sugar. The purpose of this letter is therefore to request you to convene the meeting of the Duty Remission Committee to facilitate discussions of this matter. And that is what we did. But, Chairman, let me also point out that even without letters from the State Department, these are just enforcing and upholding my decision. The Cabinet Secretary is not under any obligation to wait for letters to come from State Department if I'm called upon to approve exemption of taxes. It is a responsibility I have, so long as it is within the law. I am being asked now to prove public participation, public interest, that it must be only public participation. I'm yet to see that Article 10. I've read the Constitution, where it says public interest is equal to public participation. You elect people in office who have public interest. That is why when you are taking your oath of office, you commit yourself that you will take decision in the interest of public. We do public participation to pass laws. Once we have passed the laws, we cannot be referring to the public every day we are making decisions at the Treasury. I would be lying. How do you expect me for every file I want to sign at the National Treasury? I have to go to Kisumu, I have to go to Mombasa, I have to go to Garissa to conduct public participation, whether they agree. And I'm being asked whether allowing an importer. Let us not look at this as a private business. This is an investor in this country. Unless we have a reason why we have a problem with him. He has invested his money here. He's creating employment opportunities. That kind of attitude is what is making us not create enough job opportunities in this country, Mr. Chairman. And I'm surprised that it's coming from my friend Owundo. You cannot refer to an investor as a private business. Investment should be done by private people, not government. I've said many times that government is not in the business of doing business. How do we attract investment when we refer to their investment as private business?
Yes. Chair, we have a point of order. Mentioned me. A private entity is a private entity. A public entity is clearly defined in the Constitution of Kenya. A private company owned wholly by private individuals is not a public entity, so cannot qualify to benefit from any public interest or public goods. Yeah. This is obviously an abuse of the powers granted the
what is your question?
So the point
make
is,
a determination.
The point is, we are yet to see the purpose any demonstration of public interest. If you are telling us jobs have been created, where are the jobs? If you are telling us since the raw sugar was imported, was it last year? We are now 12 months down the line. Where are the jobs? Where are the direct benefits to the people of Kenya to justify public interest? Chair.
Yes.
Chair, I really wanted to ask something. Please on point of order.
Is it on the same?
Yeah, on the same thing, Chair.
Yeah.
Kindly. On the same thing, Chair.
Yeah.
Chair,
2 minutes.
I just wanted
direct.
Even a single 30 seconds is enough, Chair. But let it record to record, Chair, and I wanted to address the Cabinet Secretary through you, Chair. Basically, what the Minister is doing is relying on the policy. I'm not trying to fight that and say, all of us understand the policy. But there is an inquiry concerning this specific this specific case on the importation of the raw sugar. And what, when you say, even the 2 letters that you submitted, Waziri, if we are not able to establish, because you say Roman 1 to Roman 8, creation of direct and indirect employment, transfer of knowledge, particularly there is only a particular technology that has been transferred. If you say number of employment opportunity, we could have been able to see a number of exact number of people who have been employed and who are benefiting from that employment. The other thing you say, local manufacturer benefiting from the importation. Kibos is only one person benefiting. Where is the other chain of other people benefiting? Because the issue of this sugar is that we are, and I will ask later in my question, but let not be asked now, we want to have, Chair, specific issue, not policy write-ups, one specific items. Say A is A, say number 1 is number 1.
Proceed, conclude that.
Chairman,
yes,
you know,
let's conclude that particular.
You know, in terms of the jobs created, if you are doubting the 700 jobs, it's easy to confirm if the 700 people are not working in that factory. If you are disputing the chain, it is not just Kibos which is benefiting. My understanding is this sugar is being produced for industrial use, pharmaceutical companies. There are so many people in the value chain who will be benefiting. Those who are manufacturing pharmaceuticals, those who are doing the food, beverages, they use this. And by the way, Honorable MP from Kajiado South has asked me, through you, Chairman.
And just address the chair.
Yeah,
please.
through you, Chairman. He has asked me that which is the skill being transferred. The fact that we have no factory in this country up to the establishment of this one, manufacturing refined sugar, is clear evidence that we need skills transfer, technology transfer. And so I expect going forward that more players will come into play to also establish refining of raw sugar into finished products. So really, what is the question here? Is the question that it is wrong to allow industrialists who is establishing a factory to refine raw sugar into finished product to substitute finished products that we have been importing in this country? Is that what we are saying is wrong? Or what is it? I need
whatever is wrong, Chair,
I need to understand.
Yes, what is wrong is the procedure. In principle, we are good, but the procedure you have followed. We are asking you specific questions which you are not answering properly, because KRA is under you, and in KRA, securing taxes, it's only under bond or a specific arrangement which is under the law. Under this, you are saying is up to a report that will come after you, will come after they have cleared the goods. It's not wrong. We are encouraging investment, but we want it to be operated under the law.
Mr. Chairman, we followed the law. Let me tell you, the law is clear. It gives the Cabinet Secretary the responsibility to exempt RDL and IDF in public interest. And I have ascertained myself that there was public interest in this. This is a factory that has been established to create employment. This is a factory that is substituting the importation of finished product, so that instead of buying finished product to put in our beverages and to put in pharmaceutical product, we bring raw materials and process them here. That is what this government is for. We want to manufacture here. The time you are manufacturing, you are employing more people to manufacture the raw sugar into finished product. To me, that is public interest. There is nowhere in that law that I've read where it says before the CS ascertains public interest that he has to do public participation. I have not seen it. And Chairman, that is insofar as tax exemption or duty exemption goes. In terms of ensuring compliance, I have said here categorically, Kenya Sugar Board has a responsibility to ensure compliance, and KRA, and they have not abdicated that responsibility as far as I'm concerned. I just went a step further to create multi-agency team to make sure that all gaps are left. including security sector. If that is bad, I take responsibility to doing extra. I went a step further to do extra. It was not really my responsibility. Once I give tax exemption, it is not my duty to go and check. Chairman, I give tax exemption on imported steel, raw materials used even for road construction. I don't go to the roads to confirm whether they have been, the materials have been used in the roads. There are people who do that. But on this one, and I said it before, on this one, I decided to exercise more caution because I felt if there is, in the event that this sugar is diverted into the market and not used for production or further processing, it would endanger human life. So I don't know what is being said that I have not responded to. I have responded to everything.
Respond for on further. We can't. We shall make our decision if the CS has answered adequately or not, because we can't remain on one particular question forever. He still has more questions to answer.
And Chair,
let him proceed. Yes. Answer the other questions.
No, I think I answered all the questions.
You have answered all.
No, Chair.
Okay.
There was the question about Brazil sugar and South Africa sugar.
I don't think that is what I was looking at.